In the next 5 minutes, we're comparing a marketing agency selling websites with a pay-per-lead agency that makes the exact same amount of profit. And we're gonna be pointing out why you might be wasting your life designing websites that are gonna be replaced by AI anyways, right? Or working in any type of retainer-based agency as opposed to selling leads to corporate clients making 10 times as much money. Now, specifically, the proof is in the pudding, as they would say, the Americans. I don't know how they put it, but specifically, I screenshotted businesses, 2 of them on Flippa, and I just copy pasted here. I want you guys to stop the video and actually read through the whole thing, study it in like 2-3 minutes until I show you the context of why it is so retarded to not go after pay-per-lead in 2026 and slave away for local business owners, right, who treat you like trash. Now stop the video and then we'll continue, because specifically they make the almost exact same amount of money at similar profit margins. Obviously, the pay-per-lead agency has better margins, but the crazy part is that the agency is just 2 years of age, whereas the Squarespace website is like fucking a decade old, right? That's a huge fucking gap of 7 years. Like, imagine 7 years of your life wasted, thrown down the drain because you chose the wrong business model. Isn't that not pathetic? Is that not a reason to finish watching my video? But specifically, what's also crazy, right, is that the pay-per-lead agency is valued at a 3 times multiple, and I'll explain to you exactly why that is the case. Because the website agency that sells websites, it's only valued at a 1.4 times multiple, right? So specifically, the pay-per-lead agency, right, is way more sellable, and I'll tell you the exact reasons why that is the case. Because if we took a look at the data, right, the pay-per-lead agency does not need any maintenance whatsoever, 5 to 10 minutes a day. And you might ask yourself, that's crazy. How is that even possible? He must be bullshitting. But I'm telling you, I've talked to the guy that is like actually selling the business, right? And specifically, I understand, because I'm in his same market selling leads to law firms, that if your leads turn into customers for the law firms, the leads that you generate of Facebook ads or Instagram ads for $20, right? In this case, you generate them for $100 and you sell them for $200 to a law firm. In this case, if the ads are working, you just check the dashboard, right? Check if the cost per lead is $100, so you can sell those leads to the law firm for $200, who turns 1 in 10 leads maybe into client. That means they acquire additional customer, right, for $2,000 because they purchase 10 leads for $200. And specifically, if they purchase a client for $2,000, they make money on it, because these clients can be worth 5 figures for them, right? And I'll give you the industry insights as well, because yes, they are worth 5 figures for them, but it takes 8 months for them to pay out the case, right? And maybe 50% of the like $20,000 that they get are basically fixed costs, right? I'm talking about the law firm's office, employees, they need to pay the lawyers, they need to pay additional fees, right? But they will still make $8,000 profit because they acquired your case for $2,000. That's why it is super worth it for them. Now, what's really crazy is that the pay-per-lead agency only has 4 corporate law firms, right? And I can tell you specifically, if they make like the $22,000 of profit, maybe, right, they're getting like $50,000 worth of like leads, right? So the law firms, 4 of them sent them a combined $50,000, and he uses maybe $22,000 to generate the leads on Meta ads, which is Facebook ads and Instagram ads, and $300 he will spend on the software, right? And I can tell you don't even need Go High Level. You need a lead distribution platform that's called Lead Prosper to send the leads to the law firms. Now, specifically, the revenue growth is insane because obviously he doesn't have a lot of clients, right? He doesn't have any staff or contractors. It's just himself, and it's very doable because pay-per-lead is inherently just you are generating leads at Meta. You sent them the leads, they converted. You don't need to deal with call centers. You don't need to do with client meetings, fulfillment meetings. They will send you a weekly report saying, okay, this is how many leads I got. This is how many leads converted into a specific customer. Am I making money from your leads? Yes, no. If I'm making money from your leads, I will continue buying, right? So it is a very sticky business because sometimes these law firms really depend on your leads to grow their business, right? Because their revenue is tied to your leads. If 10% of all of their customers come from you, they will keep buying from you. So that's why 9 out of 10 companies listed on a stock exchange, right, on the NASDAQ are pay-per-lead companies because they're so freaking scalable. And I made in-depth case studies breaking down each one of them in my YouTube videos, and a select few of you retainer, e-com, AI agency, OFM managers, I don't care. I will scale on a profit share basis to 5 figures in profit in under 5 clients. So DM me on Telegram because I will always respond. I'm a small creator, or Instagram, however you wish. And in a retainer-based agency, right, we have 30 hours of oversight, 30 hours of being a slave to a local business owner, 50 different clients. And initially, how I started out last year developing my business was with I was trying to sell real estate websites to local business owners in real estate because I thought it was a lot of value for these real estate business owners, because one additional client for them could mean, you know, a fucking $50,000 deal. But I was wrong because no business owner is stupid, and everybody can use Claude nowadays to make a perfect website, right? Even though you're a local business owner, the existence of AI is going to eliminate a lot of retainer or website agencies in the future, because local business owners are going to be so easily implementing AI. It's only getting better and better, and it's going to be way harder to deliver actual value to these local business owners. Now, specifically 50 clients versus 4 clients, right? 50 clients that maybe pay like $2-3 grand for a website, and then there's a $200-300 maintenance fee. You have a full team, VA, designers, developers, a bunch of people you need to manage, right? Slack is blowing up all the time. Don't have the freedom. You feel like you're developing a job that you yourself are not even proud of, right? If you're ambitious like me, you want to scale to 8-9 figures in this lifetime, then there are specific business models to do that, and not retainer, like getting $2-3 grand retainers in this case, not even that, right? Churn and burn, it's just not worth it, right? You build them a website, they go away, right? You get a $200-300 maintenance fee, and in other service-based agencies, $1-3 grand retainers, it's still not sustainable to scale. I personally scaled to 4 clients at 10K revenue, maybe like 7K, 8K profit, and then I switched to pay-per-lead 7 months ago, and it changed everything for me. Now, specifically, you can take a look at my proof as well on the other YouTube videos on my channel. I have a playlist called Start Here, and where I show all of my dashboards, etc., etc. And what's really crazy is that they only have a 9% growth rate. It feels like your salary only increases by 9%. If you're ambitious like me, that is absolutely pathetic and unacceptable growth rate. Now, specifically, this is all I had to say to point you guys into the right direction. I have the biggest Telegram group in the whole world on pay-per-lead. So join that, ask me questions, right? I'm here to help you. And I'll see you guys on the next video.